Hello and welcome to this week's edition of OPM Now, where we look at the activities of Prime Minister Holness and your government. I'm Naomi Francis. This week on OPM Now, Prime Minister tells the international community not to cut grant programs. National Security Council approves increased security presence for the festive season. Information Minister gives briefs on cabinet decisions. And we introduce the new Jamaica House Fellows and learn a bit more about the program. These and more stories coming up right now. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has called on the world's rich nations not to cut international aid at this time, particularly as countries grapple with the COVID-19 pandemic.
The world will recover if we act in a considerate and enlightened manner, if we decide not to turn inward, but to keep the open arms of embracing the challenges and working together as one human race, as one world, to solve all our difficult global problems.
Jamaicans can expect increased security presence across the island. The National Reserves will be deployed in December to assist. Prime Minister Holness says despite not having the use of exceptional powers, the government is committed to do all it can to address crime.
This is, again, a part of the strategy of using force without violence, a superior deployment of material and human resources, using superior technology, superior logistics, superior operations to control and limit the space of criminals to operate and protect the innocent.
The government has proposed new COVID-19 measures for the Christmas season. From December 1 to 24, the nightly curfew will be from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. On Christmas and Boxing Days, the nightly curfew will start at 7 p.m. and end at 5 a.m. and will revert to 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. from December 27 to 31. On New Year's Day, the curfew will begin at 7 p.m. and end at 5 a.m. on January 2 and will revert to 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. from January 2 to January 15. Public and private gathering limits will be no more than 15 persons. There will continue to be a prohibition on parties and events for the holiday season. Importantly, the gathering limit of 50 persons for weddings will remain, and the protocol for church services, as was agreed previously, will continue. Prime Minister Holness gave the update on the new measures in Parliament. The Gazette with all the measures is expected to be made public in the coming days. Last week, the Minister of Information, the Honourable Favour Williams, hosted the first virtual post-cabinet press briefing. Several updates were given, including cabinet decisions on key matters having to do with education, land and the environment.
Cabinet also gave approval for the award of contract for the provision of 15,000 laptops for high school students in grades 10 to 13 on the PATH program, and gave approval for the award of contract by eLearning Jamaica Limited to Royale Computers and Accessories Limited at a total cost not exceeding US $8.5 million, including GCT. Final item, approval for sale of land owned by the NWC at Colbeck Plantation in St. Catherine to the National Housing Trust. The Cabinet gave approval for the sale of 20.03 hectares or 49.5 acres of land owned by the National Water Commission to the National Housing Trust.
The second cohort of Jamaica House Fellows have been selected and placed in ministries across government. The 7 fellows were selected from a competitive field of 87 applicants. The brainchild of Prime Minister Holness, the program, which exposes young professionals to the systems of government, has been a success. The Chief Technical Director in the Office of the Prime Minister, Wayne Robertson, talks about the selection process.
The program was conceptualized in 2016 by the Most Honorable Prime Minister, Andrew Holness, to give the best and the brightest an opportunity to work within the public sector. The persons who come in as fellows will be given the opportunity to work in an environment where they're interfacing with permanent secretaries, chief technical directors, senior directors, managers generally, and even members of the cabinet.
And now, meet the 2020 cohort of fellows.
Was inspired to apply to the Jamaica House Fellowship based on what the work I saw with the previous cohort.
I've been working on matters of national interest at the civil society level, and throughout that experience, I've partnered with a number of government stakeholders, especially around human rights matters. And when I saw the opportunity arise to apply for the position of a Jamaica House Fellow, I thought, where best to do more meaningful work than from inside?
I'm hoping to be more immersed in civil service and public service at large to expand my knowledge base in policy development and legislative amendment, as well as passage of different bills and other legislation.
What I really hope to receive from this program is just exposure, experience, a good time learning about serving and giving. I think we often think leadership is leading from the front, but it is servant leadership that I like to ascribe to.
It truly is a program that offers prestige. It's an honor and a privilege for me to have been selected from 87 applicants. There are 7 fellows, and I am privileged to be one of those 7 fellows.
Our photo of the week comes from the groundbreaking in St. James at the site of the new police station in Mount Salem. Mount Salem is home to a zone of special operation. Prime Minister Holness and other stakeholders broke ground on Friday. The station is part of a collaborative effort between the government and multinational partners. As 2020 comes to a close and we look forward to 2021, OPM is calling all creative artists. We want to feature your work in the Prime Minister's 2021 calendar. The best 12 pieces will be selected. Submit your pieces to Prime Minister Calendar Competition at opm.gov.jm. Good luck to all. And that's it for OPM Now. Please remember to follow the Prime Minister on all socials at Andrew Holness JM and on YouTube at Andrew Michael Holness /JM. And look out for OPM Now every Monday at 6 p.m. on all socials. Catch you next week. Stay safe.